intro in. Woo! Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Totally forgot to update the title before going live, so updated. Sweet. What are we doing today? It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, chat. Move this over. Let's do this. Just ignore. There we go. A little utility, a little bit of this. Just ignore everything I'm doing in the top right, left. Let's play some Magic, chat. How are you guys doing today? How are you doing today? Wednesday, chat. We're gonna play some Pyro Prison today. Playing that Red Prison, all that shenanigans, and then maybe, depending on if we have enough time, we'll play something a little bit extravagant. Perhaps. We'll see. Is this the list we want to play today? We have a couple different lists. Go Aggro. Battle Pete. Thoughts on new Cranko. Rush mentioned on Discord that it's slower than Legion and Rebel, but it can go wider if blocked or removed a few turns in. Oh, Cranko. All right. In honor of Cranko, should we play a more aggressive version of the deck tonight? We can do that. Let's do that. We're going to play the aggro version. Let me double check that everything is on point here. Looks like it. I know what we need to change here. All right. I don't know how many of these I have. Perfect, I have 4. All right, we're gonna try this list a little bit. And to answer your question, Battle Pete, we'll talk about that just in a second here. So the list we're gonna run is the more aggressive lined version. I think Muddy put this in the Discord recently in results. He did. That list, this. Here we go. All right. Let's take a look real quick. He had chain whirlers. That is something I don't have. Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this Hyper Max Prison list. Because I think I have all these cards. All right, there we go. Import. Downloads. Deck. Pyro. Hypermax. Sure, we'll make it Sorin. All right. Oh no, I don't have all the dismembers, chat. What can we put in replace of one dismember so I don't have to go get these? And let's fix the mountains. And then we'll get playing Magic. Apologies for not being set up today. We're just doing the wrong things today. Show versions separately. Get these mountains in here. I could try to go get one dismember. You know what? I think it's critical to the deck, chat. Let's go get a dismember. Trade binder for trade. I don't know. Let's toss some of these in here. Cool. All right. Let's trade in really quick, and then I'll get what I need. Go bot tends to be where I go. All right, while we're getting these and kind of set up, Cranko. Oh, Cranko. I don't think Cranko's very good. Am I good with this? Yes, these things I put in here to be sold. That's fine, that's fine. All right, let's grab some tickets here. 30, 40, 51. These are fine. I can look for these. I have 6, 5. Cool. All right. So Bye-bye cards. These are things we've opened before. And now I want to... Collection. Let's add a few of these in here. I can't imagine dismembers more than that. We'll find out here, though, in a second. Let's find out. So Krenko is a slower Legion Warboss or a Rabble Master. The other thing that people probably haven't mentioned yet... Crap, I think I have these. Let's see how much one is. Oh my gosh, one is 4 tickets. All right, all right. Oh, I need 2 more. Cancel trade. Sure. Let's go make sure I have the right one as well. So Krenko, he's just slower. It's not doing as much. He's legendary, so you can't put more than 1 of them out at a time. So having, say you filled your deck up with 4 of them, and then you're like, hey, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. They can definitely overwhelm you. Modern Masters versions. All right. And I think that's something to consider. Oh my gosh. I think it's something to consider. Tokens don't have haste. It's a good point as well. I think it's intriguing, but it's probably not enough. All right, let's just grab this extra dismember here. Cool. All right, we have our dismember. We are good to go, it looks like. Let me update Stream Decker here with this deck. Oh my gosh, I need to do this all before stream next time. So much to do. LMNOP, LNO. Where is this list? In the P's, right? LMNOP, LMNOQRS, NOP, P. It's right here. Oh, there it is. Pyro Prison, Hypermax. Set as current. You guys can do exclamation point deck to get it. Cool. We're done. All right, chat. Let's play some Magic. Real quick, we have a couple Angers, 4 of them. A Braid, Shattering Spree, Molten Rains, Spyglasses, Trinispheres, no Torpor Orb. Okay. A variety of creatures dismembers of Braids to get us through. Six tickets, apparently. Yeah, 6 tickets. Do you think Bridge or Chalice might go down in price soon? Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. No, I don't think they are going to unless they're reprinted. Deck there. Curious also for new Karn as one of the tutor. So everyone's on the lattice because it was mentioned somewhere and everyone's like, oh my gosh, that does everything. And it certainly does. But, yeah, Magus instead of Blood Moon because it's more of an aggressive build. Do I want to change anything else here? All right, let's just go. Let's try it. Who knows? Oh my gosh. So Magic updated and everything's off to the side. So I'm having to reposition everything as we get it. Reposition this. It's only done this once to me before. All right, Pyro Prison, Hypermax, a lot of aggro. Let's play some Magic. Let's chat to you guys. Happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, it took too long, but you guys are so kind, giving me that moment to get everything set up. All right, so the list is by Mr. Jangles. Mr. Jangles, if he's out there, shout outs to him. A lot of creatures, but the idea here is to be super fast and be the most aggressive deck in Modern. Are we? Well, we'll find out. Blood Moon is Magus of the Moon as a creature because it can attack and is aggressive. Let's see, Bridge and Chalice cannot be in Horizons. No currently modern legal cards will be in that set. Correct. There are apparently no reprints. Right? No reprints, I think. All right. Let's play some Magic, though. Let's figure out if this list is any good. Alright, we get to play first. We get a turn 1 Chandra. I think I'll keep. I'll keep. Then we'll Magus them. And we'll go from there. Aggressive. Man, I love this deck. Alright, turn 1 Chandra. Cast. Click. Well, let's do 2 damage. Sweet. Good luck, my opponent. What a turn 1. Oh, just an island. Just an island, chat. Alright, let's go for mana here. And let's play Magus in case they're a dual color deck and pass turn. My chair is messed up, chat. Oh my gosh. All these pre-stream things you're supposed to do. Not doing any of them. Chain Whirler would be kind of interesting to do here. First, because he does do 3. He's first strike. He eats a bolt, though, in case our opponent is... in case our opponent is the blue-red phoenixes. The red-blue phoenixes. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, Magus isn't doing nearly as much. We'll search for his Kanta. Nothing too crazy there. Let's just keep going up here. We now have Legion War Boss. We can safely attack. By the way, Krenko would be doing nothing here. War Boss is getting in for 1. Let's do the Krenko analysis here. We would have hit for 2. Our opponent would be at 16. We'll see if the things stay the same. They would probably target this just like they would a War Boss. Oh my gosh. That is a great card. My point is proven, chat. Okay, so we have a couple options here. We can Chandra or we can go Rabble Master. Now I feel like they had to Anger and that Chandra is clear to just Emblem here. I think it's fine too. We'll just need 3 spells. I think we'll get that. So we'll just Emblem pass turn. We have 2 of them in hand. I need 1 land. I don't care if they counter. We need 1 land and 1 more spell. There are only 2 more spells that are at 4. Surely I won't flood out. Alright. Spell number 1. Chain Whirler. 5 damage. Pass turn. I should be good here, I would think. Ooh, bonus damage. Snapcaster Opt. A ritual effect would be the best, but they could counter it. If they opt not to counter the ritual effect, then we just win. We'll see. They might have a Helix. They might have a Helix. Get some white mana. They have the Sphinx's Revelation. Hallowed Fountain. So Magus is actually presenting itself as a bad card here because they are Jeskai. Blood Moon is so much better. So much better. Alright. Opponent's got all of the colors. Teferi. Don't want to bounce this guy. Alright, they drew. Funny enough, we can attack with Chain Whirler. Sweet. Alright. We're just gonna jam a Rabble Master here, because it does damage. And if they let this stick and I get to attack, I'm just gonna attack probably them. They're not gonna bounce anything. They could be doing a Sphinx's Rev for some damage. We're just gonna go at them. Teferi's not a thing. I can shoot my own goblin, I suppose. Actually, I suppose that if they were to Terminus here, we wouldn't have a target for a Braid. Clever, isn't it? They path their own. They're gonna go to 2 here. A couple lands will do it too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Terminus is really awkward here if they nail it here. It is awkward in the sense that we don't have a target for our braid. We do have a lot of other options, though. That turn 1 Chandra has clearly been fast enough. We have not seen a bolt. We've only seen path, which is good. It means that our opponent will path our creatures instead and make sure we get to our 3 mana. Just don't be Supreme Verdict. They cryptic our land here. $23, $39, $29. I play fast. Okay. We've won. Our opponent just doesn't know it yet. Unless they have 2 helixes here. I will enter combat, though. Or, I think I'm going to enter combat. I'm waiting for my opponent to react here. Yes, cast something. Yes, yes. How about we just do this? You lose, opponent. He was trying to time walk me by bouncing all my lands. Not a bad idea, considering the only way I get through this is... Well, I don't know. I just attack, and he has 2 mana open. I don't know. I don't know, chat. Alright, Spyglasses are going to come in here. Molten Rains apparently come in for this build. And I've heard Trinispheres can as well. Shattering Spree, Abrades, and Angers are a no at this point. Ravenous Trap doesn't do anything, so we have these 6. 2 Abrades is probably not looking like a very good idea here. These Dismembers... I'm going to take 1 Dismember out. I'm afraid to take all of them out because a Lyra is a problem card. What else we have here? I feel like Chain Whirler's a bit of an oddball card. Let's go ahead and get rid of Chain Whirler. Let's go down 1 Ritual. Let's bring these in. Bring these cards in. All right. This is where I'm not as versed in the super hyper aggro version, and we'll just see what happens. Also, yes, applesauce. All right, do I like this hand? Absolutely. We're gonna keep. I'm gonna play this out, say okay to that. I'm gonna get rid of this Dismember. We kind of talked about it not being the best. We have Chalice on 1 and Magus. I think I just Chalice on 1 and then we go to town. Let's Chalice on 1, and then they will search for his Kanta, and I will draw the land, naturally play the Magus, and we'll be good. You're late. Yeah, Camber, you're late. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. You're late. Alright, Desperate Ritual. I'm probably going to play... Let's play a Rabble Master here. If they have no way to interact with this, it's good. If they do, well, then they do. Alright, Purge, Purge. Bolt and Path. Bolt, Path, Opt. Dang it. The Field of Ruin. Alright, let's go for a Magus now. They need to fire this off now if they want to get blue. Otherwise, they can just counter this and wait a turn. Spell Queller. Alright, our Dismember's good now. The Braids are a little bit more powerful than I realized. Going after this. I'm just going to go get my Mountain. What else could this get? Probably not a lot out other than the 3 I've mentioned. Alright, so it's tempting to play Magus here, because Magus will turn off a lot of their blue. We're not worried about a Path. We are worried about a Purge, though. So Snap Purge is an option here. There's a Path, so that's one of those. That was one of those that doesn't interact well with our chalice. More spell quellers. Those jerk spell quellers. All right, let's try Rabble was instantaneous, and because my opponent was F6'd, I'm gonna go ahead and attack with the Magus. That was a lot of information our opponent gave us there. So we'll just jam it and have fun, chat. Jam it. Jamming. So my opponent has probably like Jace Cryptics or something over there. This was the draw. They're probably not gonna attack this turn. Okay. Let's send 2 goblins here and then put an Eidolon down, I think. I kind of hate not getting an Eidolon down before the chalice. So wear and tear is probably a thing out of our opponent's board. But we'll get the Eidolon down first, then I'll worry about this chalice. Is it better to play Chalice on 2 here? Maybe. Oh, there's the wear and tear. Alright, so we can put a Chalice back on 1. Probably what I want to do. Well, we'll find out. Teferi? Teferi boing boing? Teferi untap? Come on, Teferi. Don't make me upset. All right. Bouncy. Spyglass is an interesting one. So let's start with a Chalice on 1 here. The Chalice on 1 is to bait out anything going on over at our opponent's place. Sweet. We'll just go ahead and follow that up with a Spyglass. I'd like to see what I have in my opponent's hand across from us. Smart to do this now, although I'm probably naming Teferi. Lyra. Okay. Well, we'll definitely name Teferi hero. Let's go ahead and actually kill Teferi. The naming of Teferi is mainly for getting another Teferi. I'd rather get him off the board and not like watch wear and tear and just the game open up here. The 1 damage also to face is probably not going to matter with them having a Lyra, which these tokens are going to bounce against. Lyra. That Dismember I could really use right now. I have Dismember. If I can find Dismember, we'll do Dismember things. If I can't find Dismember, we're gonna die here in 2 turns. I do not have Bridge. I need the Dismember only, and that's a reason to bring the Dismember back in. All right. I want to eat my applesauce, chat. By the way, we need it on the next top deck, and we need them to not draw a counter spell here. There we go. Wow. All right. We already knew that was there because he bounced it with Teferi, but, you know, suspense for you guys. Mr. Jangles, what do we do here? How do I sideboard? What do you do against this blue-white? Help me. This is Mr. Jangles. Kentronic. Hey, Slimeball, how you doing? Red Prison deck is going for the kill instead of the lock. Heck yeah, it is. We do have a Trinisphere. All right. Mr. Jangles, help us out. We sideboarded probably incorrectly. We probably need some of these back in because Spell Quellers. Spellquellers. Eidolon Phyrexian mana would have killed you anyway. Yes. No. No, I'd be at 1. But then they'd have the Spellqueller. But I would be at 1 because I had a Gemstone Caverns out. Have you talked about the new Karn at all? Very briefly. I made a comment about lattice, and that's what everyone wants to do. That's all I've really said. I never really answered the question, which is probably bad on me. Because someone asked earlier, and I'm a jerk. I feel like these Trinispheres aren't going to be very good, quite honestly. So let's pull those out, dismember, abrade back in. Okay, step 1 and step 2. You could fetch a bridge out of the sideboard. You could fetch Spyglass, Damping Matrix, Witchbane Orb, Tormod's Crypt, Relic, Worm Coil, Ratchet Bomb, the new Domri. I have not looked at the new Domri. Let's go 1 Chalice out, 1 Abrade back in because we're trying to be aggressive and push damage all the way through. Is the Chain Whirler maybe a little bit better here? Probably, but we'll do this route. The Chain Whirler pokes him and Planeswalkers. I can't imagine 1 damage to either is going to be a need, but he didn't have snap, or he didn't have clicks. He had Spell Quellers. I'm missing the Torpor Orb greatly. All right, we're gonna keep this. Turn 1 Legion Warboss is a possibility. I think I'm going to do turn 1 Chalice, turn 2 Legion Warboss. Avoid those Path to Exiles. We'll see if it is of the victories. Pastor. I played it in paper a lot. No time issues. All right, Warboss, make us proud. Make us proud. We are at 3 mana already. That is like 95% of our deck. Minus 3 Chandras, 4 Chandras, 3? Some number of Chandras. No, they might have Purge. They might have Purge, chat. All right, we're gonna go ahead and swing in here. This does put us down 1 Goblin. But I'm trying to bait out maybe a Snapcaster here. Then I'll just abrade the Snapcaster. None, then I play Legion Warboss second main. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, Snapcaster. I need you in my life, Snapcaster. Yes, you. Get out of here. I feel good about that. All right. There are other control decks, either more choices to play things on your turn or opponents. Celestial Colonnade's a great card to see here because it came in tapped. We're going to go ahead and play this mountain. It provides information, but it prevents literally nothing, but that's okay. They purge my other Warboss, but we're getting in with these little frisky guys. Doing 4 damage. Opponent's at 9. We're almost there, chat. 5,000 IQ plays. My opponent has no red mana as of right now. Alright, so if a Spell Queller comes flying in here, it blocks here, and then we do 4, 5, 6 damage. I go ahead and do this. And we'll just F6. Because I have nothing else to do. Do not have... Ooh, they're at 1. I don't have to play the land because I'm already at 4. What are we doing, opponent? What do you got? Baneslayer Angel. Okay. We win. Good game, opponent. Good game. Good game. They block here, do 5. This is 6 plus 2. That's plenty of damage. Ritual. It's kind of mean to smack the Warboss off. He doesn't get the last cheer. Doesn't get the last cheer, chat. But there you go. Turn 6 kill. A little bit slow. We lost 1 Warboss. Cleared the way. if we didn't have the Abrade to clear the Snapcaster, or if I played Warboss and then swung in, he would have blocked Warboss and then the next turn just purged, and we wouldn't have had the number of tokens we had at 2. Ooh, Chandra, sweetheart. Yeah, a little late there to the party. Board Magic, how you doing, my friend? We are too good at Magic. Nah, I eat my applesauce. Brain food. That's how you win Magic, chat. Eat your applesauce. By the way, I hated applesauce growing up, and now it tastes really good. Okay, what do we got here? We have a turn 1 Chalice, turn 1 Eidolon, both Abrade. Opponent is going first. This hand looks medium. Medium. We'll keep it. We can throw a Chalice on too if we think it's important. Okay, it's going on 1, chat. But first, chat. First things first, chat. Gotta play the. I know that I didn't put out the Chalice on 1. It's okay, chat. We have removal. It's okay. It's okay, chat. It's not elves. All right. I almost just want to put this out on 2. I almost do. What do I think about the new Chandra? She's not very good, unfortunately. Boom! Kill that. All right, get that out of the way. Let's swing. Whee! Double block me. Come on, opponent. You're a pretty sweet opponent. I'm gonna just do this. We're gonna make them play through this. Whee! Hardened scales. Wish I had this Chalice on 1. What kind of scrub doesn't put Chalice on 1 against this deck? Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista. Could kill Chandra. Could kill Eidolon. We'll see what they do. They don't do either. Let's tick this up. Abrade's a good out. I use this to put the Chalice on 2. We're probably really far behind in this matchup. The best card in the set is the card no one is talking about. That is a correct statement. He's going all in on Ballista. I can't do anything about that. Alright. We'll put this on 1, just hope that nothing terribly wrong goes wrong here. And we will pass, not attack. 4 lands next turn? Heck yeah. We should have had that Chalice on 1 out earlier. Stop the Hardened scales. That's alright. It'll be okay, chat. It'll be okay. I believe in our abilities to maybe not win this game. Hangerback. Hangerback gonna be a 2/2. Throne of Geth. I hate this card. Oh, I hate this card. Up goes Chalice. It's not good. Not good. They might just ping this off here. You did buy a Lattice. What are they at now? I'm sure they've spiked. They have probably spiked because most people are like, oh my gosh. Combo. Combo, chat. What my opponent probably should have done there is ping down 1. Then they wouldn't have to be doing this. That's okay. We'll let them do this. I think we're really far behind and we probably could concede at this point. I'll go 1 more draw. 35 now? What were they when you bought them? $3? 10? Chalice feels really awkward in this matchup. Because of Throne. Look at all these 1-drops. Are we dead? We're dead, chat. 20? Not bad. Lattice, you heard it here first, will go back down. How do I know? I don't. Alright, my opponent swings, does enough, smacks us around a few times, and we lose the game. This one is going to be interesting. I've seen how to win with the version of the Pyro Prison deck we're playing. It's kind of hilariously interesting, but we'll see if it works out for us. We do have a Shattering Spree. That's kind of nice. All right. Have I ever had much luck with Chalices versus this? Not really. Even Eidolons haven't been very good. I'm probably taking these 8 out for basically these 8. The Trinisphere is tempting, but I don't know if I could get the Trinispheres out. Maybe I'd take a Magus out or 2 for the Trinispheres because the Angers are coming in. That's probably not a bad idea. And then I have 2 Abrades plus a 3rd Abrade, a bunch of Angers, a Shattering Spree, and Spyglass. Let's try this. Kind of defensive. So what this sets us up for is we're going to be looking for hands with the removal package. 1 to 2 of those. The kind of lock package and stave off, which will be these 8. Or we're looking for basically these 8. This side of the deck here, excluding the mountains, these 16 are okay cards, but any of them in our opener is not the best. Now, keep in mind that I'll put these ritual effects kind of in the middle. So these ritual effects we can have. These 23 cards we want in our starting hand. Basically, these 7 we don't. So we'll shoot for that, right? 23 cards plus a couple rituals. And hopefully not too much of all of this. It's easy, chat, right? Just draw me those cards right there. Couple of those, then that one. Got one over there. All right, let's play first. All right, we're going to keep this. We're going to see what 3-ball does to our opponent. Probably nothing, because we're not going to get it out before that Mox Opal that they're going to jam. But it's okay. This is for science and experiments. There's Hardened. Oh. Ooh. Don't get a land here. Go get that 1 drop. Yeah, that guy. That guy's fine. All right. We're going to play Trinisphere here. That makes my opponent unable to play this turn. And then we're going to Rabble Master. What are you doing, opponent? Calm down. Undo. Please, opponent. Please. Don't do those things. Gosh. Golly. Oh, my opponent. My poor opponent. They didn't play the Welding Jar or drew it. It's alright, opponent. It is okay. It's working so well, chat. We'll play our ritual. We'll do this kind of shenanigans. Sack this. Put him to 3. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. 3 balls. Pretty good. Pretty good, chat. Our opponent will play all of those Welding Jars this next time. That really slowed down my opponent. That was a lot better than I thought it would be. We did it off a ritual. So 3-ball with ritual. I'm going to run this back, probably. Seems good. Seems good. That was fun. Slam dunk. All right. We slam dunked them. Their turn. They're going to slam dunk us. You ready to get completely hosed here? Going to have 2 mana and never draw the 3rd. Here we go. Oh, that's a lot more than 2. Spyglass is good, and the Abrade. We'll keep this hand. And I can ditch a land. We will ditch a mountain, because ruins could be 2 damage in the future. Okay. We're going to jam out Rabble Master first, because we got the opportunity to. And away we go. Would you like to put this on any of these? Thank you. Walking Ballista on one gets this, kills this is a little bit annoying. Otherwise, if it's just something else that's not too scary, hold the breath. Alright, just a hangerback walker. Kind of okay with this. Kind of. Let's take a peek here. They have a nature's claim. That's really annoying. Say okay to this. We'll name Walking Ballista. I'm gonna just attack with the 2. I'm gonna kind of encourage them to somehow deal with Rabblemaster here. Reether, what's up? What's up, my friend? How you doing? It's Wednesday. We've been a little bit off on our game, and we're kind of sort of back on doing those kinds of things. Maybe. There's an Arcbound Ravager. That's a problem card. Hardened Scales. Oh, opponent, stop. Helios 56, thank you for the Twitch Prime. In 6 months. Welcome back. There's 3-ball. We like 3-ball. Oh, welcome bad deck called Hardened Scales. Alright, let's jam 3-ball out. I'm going to hold this a braid because I'm expecting, like, Ravager to show up here. I kind of wish I had a Molten Rain now. They're going to activate this. Nature's Claim this. What are we doing, opponent? Nature's Claim Spyglass. That's fine. The weather channel's like, stop, there's some weather coming. Alright, I feel like we're kind of really far behind here. They claimed they have these 4 plus draw. Did they play this forest? I'd just say they did. Three ball. 3-ball makes Walking Ballista a 2/2. Digital, you can try all you want. There's a 2/2 Walking Ballista here. They're gonna shoot Scrim. Alright, we'll swing with the 2 goblins here. We're not wider than our opponent here, which is frustrating. What is kind of cool here is we could pick this off right now. If I did that, then what's going to happen? They ping just me 1. They can't kill this. Arcbound Ravager comes down. They nom a bunch of stuff. Down in a braid. Next time on Evan's stream. You can do that. We're really far behind here. Like I said, we're going to get hosed in this matchup. I think it's happening. You think killing Walking Ballista is smart here? I can get behind this. I can get behind that a little bit. I'm trying to get probably too much value out of this braid. I think this right now is fine, especially that this has done the 1 damage. So they ping me once and then they can't do any more. I'm not wild and crazy about that, but the play is fine. My opponent's also only able to play 1 thing a turn instead of like 2 or 3, which is kind of nice. A little 2/2 here. Nothing too worrisome. I'm tempted to go ahead and attack with this Rabblemaster and just see They only have they have more than one artifact, but I'm gonna just offer this trade. So in our experience, the matchup can be pretty close to unwinnable. It's definitely not a good one, to say the least. They're gonna let this go through. They do. They just want to put it all on the walk-in. Okay. They are choosing to make a giant hangerback walker. Ritual Desert does nothing, and we can't do that. Does nothing, can't do that. Oh, they had another one. That's why they didn't care. Oh no. This could turn out really bad. We need a way to deal with the Inkmoth Nexus right now. If we had Bridge, we'd have maybe a few other ways to win against this match. We don't in this build. So what we've noticed is going super wide against this match can be a way to victory. It doesn't always win though. So we're just dead here. We're just dead here. What I'm going to do though is just pass the turn, leaving just Mutavault around, with the idea that we're kind of presenting maybe an instant speed break. But they just sack out to Blink Moth and we lose here. Yes, Transfer and Desperate Ritual is 3 mana for 3. 3 mana for 3. Do people ever play Young Pyromancer in Prison? Not typically. We're not a deck that's like playing a lot of spells. And spells that replace themselves, like cantrips. We're playing a lot of spells that ritual out very quickly, but after they've ritual out quickly, they're not, doing anything else. And so our pieces kind of have to stick. They don't build on themselves. If they would build on themselves, replace themselves, or get us to draw more, then maybe we would. All right, we're gonna boot up Mutavault here. I'm gonna offer the trade here with the Arcbound Ravager. Yep. Mox Opal for 3. The Trinosphere is definitely doing a lot of work. We just didn't get ahead of our lovely opponent over there. Chain Whirler is not going to do a lot either. I'm just going to pass turn. If we were to play out Chain Whirler, they would just go all in on Inkmoth and kill us. This maybe makes them think and do something a little bit erratic. And then maybe in that case we can get a Shattering Spree. I'm not really sure if there's anything we could do here. I think they just boot up Inkmoth and then swing in here. But we're super behind. We've lost this probably about 3 turns ago, unfortunately. Just a difficult matchup. Alright, we have no action. Opponent found it out. They did it, chat. They figured it out. We won't make them sack out here. We know they have us multiple ways. They could do Hangerbacks, they can do Inkmoth, all the good stuff. We needed a more wide hand. We had a little bit too much of one card and the other card. We needed more of those Rabble Masters probably at the beginning. Alright, 1-1. Straight into our next game. See if we can't rebound from that loss. All right, we'll keep this. No turn 1s, but turn 2 and turn 3. Guaranteed. Assuming no hand disruption. A lot of goblins. A lot of goblins. BG. Budgie. Budgie. Search for tomorrow. Search for tomorrow suspended. Luckily here we're gonna get to do, and we're gonna play War Boss first, or sorry, Rabble Master first. Scapeshift we should be able to kill fast enough. We'll see. If they have a way to interact with us and remove our creatures, then we're gonna lose. But if not, we'll win here on turn 4. Pray for no bolts. Does have the Nicobolus symbol. The ears. Are they Nicobolus ears? Is it just his horns? Is it something else, chat? Planes. Sacred Foundry. Alright, I think we have to kind of go all in here. And by going all in, I'm basically indicating that if they have an anger, we're gonna just feel it. But if they don't have an anger, then we'll be in great shape. The Bolus horns. You pictured me from chat, Varos chat, to be older. I take that as a compliment. Maybe I am old. I'm 85. I'm old and wise. It looks like 4-color Bring to Light, but the opponent hasn't gotten blue yet. Search for tomorrow, getting blue. Getting blue would be bad. Extra green source here. We don't see double red yet, which is good. No blue, no Bring to Light. Looking at Naya so far. Are we looking at Nahiri? Relic. Crack Relic. Concede. I don't think it's 4-color. They would have got a blue source. Agreed, it's Naya probably. We had turn 4 here. Yeah, it looks like it's probably Naya. We're going to bring in a couple Molten Rains for this matchup. I'm tempted to bring in the Spyglasses because if it's the Naya version, then they tend to have Chandra or Nahiri post board. Our Braids aren't very good here. I don't particularly like the Dismembers. Chain Roller's fine. Magus is great. Chalice is a little weak here. You can probably get rid of a Chalice. Anything else I want? What if I like Richtold out a Trinisphere? That's probably dumb. That was so dumb. That was a dumb idea. That was a dumb idea. So this one will probably have Nahiri main board. What the heck? It's black. They tend to run Nahiri main board to get rid of Blood Moon because it's an enchantment. Typical Bring the Light or Scapeshift decks do not have a way to interact with an enchantment game 1. You leave the Dismember in. I have 2. I have 2 Dismembers. I took just 1 out. I took 1 out. This hand's not very good. It's not very good, chat. We're gonna have to mold this one because we only have 1 land. I'm playing Magus. Obviously, I can't show you there because he's in the main. I'm playing 4 Magus of the Moon. That's alright, Digital. I play so fast that people are like, man, you boarded this out. I'm like, no, that was 4 games ago. Mulligan. This hand sucks. By the way, there's the Magus. Yeah, Naya will run primetime. Mulligan. Oh my gosh, we've seen 2 lands. Mulligan. Keep. We're getting rid of Magus there because I'm going to draw Magus, and I actually need this to be red for Chain Whirler. Only reason I did that. And we're already host because we were at a mull to 4. It's okay though, chat. We got this. Believe in the cards. Believe in them. And Nahiri, new fragger. Nahiri tends to show up. We're playing Magus instead because Magus attacks. Blood Moon does not. Come on, land. Be kind to us. They already have the ability to get... I've exiled one. I put one on top. By the way, this is... So, for those that are wondering about the scry bug, I don't think it's a scry bug. I think that the actual deck likes to clump cards. And so if you have multiples of it, I think it actually clumps cards. That's my theory. This happens way too much to me. Oh my gosh, chat. Let's take 1 damage. Now we're at 18. Go ahead. I don't think it's a scry bug. I think it's a shuffler bug that clumps cards together. And so when you bottom in, you did bottom it. It's just clumped with another card. My opponent's good to go here. I'm at 18. They wanted to attack a couple times. By the way, my opponent literally top decked one thing and I had top decked the same thing back. We like top decked each other twice in a row, but with the same cards. Ooh, Helix. Okay, pass turn. We will play Magus first, by the way. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, let's do it. Magus, pass turn. If they want extra white or green, they better go get it now. Naya ramp past the turn. They got a Cinderglade. Naya Scapeshift chat. But we already knew that. We already knew that, chat. It's real obvious. Anger? They're casting this. All good. All good, my opponent. You got me, opponent. You got me. Try again. No, because I kind of just proved that it could be a clumping bug. I didn't scry that Magus to the bottom. I scried it to the top. Oh, crap. Primeval Titan. But the card underneath it was a Magus. And actually, wasn't the 4th card a Magus as well? It likes to clump cards. Alright. Well. Chain Whirler, pass turn. I can't attack with Magus for very obvious reasons here. But I can Chain Whirler, and then I can Simian Spirit Guide. And then I can lose. This is probably the one downside with the aggro version is it's lacking the bridge. The bridge would be really good here. Oh no, I'm going to die. Oh no. Could try to emulate a real life shuffler. There's nothing to emulate. It's a random, should be randomized. Do we concede here? Is this guy gonna win it for us? Helix hits me for 6. I go to 9. They get 2 mountains. I'm not dead. I'll be at 9. Do we play this out, chat? No, Shuffler is not. Depending on how you're seeding it and what way you're taking everything in. Oh, Molten Rain. I'm gonna just give up, chat. All right, let's see if we can be a little faster here. Again, I'm missing that Torp Orb. I really do think Torp Orb would be a good card to have. We're on the play. I'm going to go ahead and chance the Trinispheres, and we're going to bring in one more Dismember. No, I don't like this Dismember. It's a bad Dismember. Let's take this and bring 2 Chalices in. I don't know. Get the seed from the time or use Mercine's Twister. Twister? Right-handed on red. Left foot on blue. Let's play first. We'll keep. We'll keep because we can Magus or Rabblemaster. I'll just go from there. Just go from there. Simian Spirit Guide, Chalice on 1 doesn't really do anything here. Chalice on 2 might be worth it. Might be. Okay. Let's play Mutavault out. Let's do Magus here. Maybe it cuts them off green. Maybe it doesn't. If they have like a Bolt or some removal spell, they might use it quickly on Magus, and that'll leave the door open for Rabblemaster. A little bit of red over there. Alright, I'm just going to jam Rabblemaster here, past turn. After some swings, Macadoo. My opponent may just have the Anger or Sweltering. A reason not to run maybe Rabblemaster in here. We'll just hope they don't. But they do. They don't. That is intriguing. Alright, no reason to play the Simian Spirit Guide here. We're going to... Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can put Chalice on 2. I'm not going to. I'm gonna kind of like... I don't know why I didn't put it on 2. There's the Anger. Okay, so we have a Mutavault here, and we have this Simian Spirit Guide to get going. So Simian Spirit Guide will attack with Mutavault. I'm kind of hoping we have enough here. Gonna put them at 7. I don't know where to put this Chalice other than maybe throwing it out on 0 here and avoid a Summoner's Pact. It doesn't feel like they run Summoner's Pact, but I'm probably not putting this on anything else based on what I'm gonna have to use mana-wise. 1, 2, 2, 4. I'm just gonna toss it to 0 and pass turn. I don't like putting it on 0. Obviously, we're looking at a Helix potentially across from us, but we'll just avoid the Summoner's Pact. Yeah, we're aware of the Helix, but they don't have the white. They didn't go get it either. I'm more concerned about green mana here. What are we looking at? Secure Tri-Builder? Okay, it's a blocker. Maybe it would have been better to put this on 1, but my opponent hasn't shown me anything that makes me want to worry about that. Let's do this. When they block here, we can actually shoot whatever they go get. If it's white mana, definitely. If it's not, then maybe we go for one of these. We'll see. I could also take them off green here, which would be kind of hilarious. They gonna kill my Mutavault? do. They have the Abrade. Alright, well this Molten Rain's probably going to go after this white mana they're about to go get. No, they get another green here. Alright, so the genuine question here is, do we want them to have double green? Or do we want to take them off a land here? If we take them off this land here, we put them to 4. I think the play here is definitely Ruins out, but I think it's take them off double green. I like taking them off double green here. I'm afraid of an Obstinate Baloth just ruining us here. I think that's fine. It does give them an extra turn, but... Where can I see who won game 1? In MTGO, I don't have a way to do that. Shoot. They like their double green. Okay, I swing here and play Magus, I think. That does turn off Ruins. But it turns off their double green, and double green seems important to them. If they do something to kill this, then I'll have Ruins back online. Double green is where it's at here, chat. That Obstinate Baloth, you can't cast it and you didn't go get white. Now your Helix is just dead in hand. Come on. Did we navigate this enough? Oh yeah, we did, chat. Yeah, we did. Double green. Double green. Woo! Man, we weren't drawing anything either. Oh my gosh. Alright, taking down a little bit of Naya Scapeshift. Sigh of relief. A sigh of relief. We are on the aggro plan, chat. By the way, if you're one of our Slimeball Wolfpack subscribers, you do have all 3 emotes. Don't forget that. You may be used to just your 1 emote, but no, you have 3. Man, this hand could go places. Chain Whirler is uncastable. Chandra's out of range here. We can play a Chalcem 1 and hope we draw a land in the top 2. You also have 2 better Twitch TP emotes that some of you guys never use. No attack with Muta before Magus. Mutavault had died. Mutavault had died. We'll keep this against an unknown opponent. I'll plan to play the Chalcem 1 and Legion Warboss. We'll lead with Gemstone Kevin here, not to give any information away. But Mutavault was dead, I believe. It died to the Abrade. Ooh. I want... not a Thoughtseize. Our opponent's on Grixis Death Shadow, probably. The War Bosses are looking much better. The Chalice is looking superb, except it's gone now. Am I liking... I like you too, Chalice. Shuffle bug, not a scry bug. Do I like the aggro list better than the bridge lists? I like the bridge list better, but I've also just played this for exactly 1 league, so I couldn't say. I could not say. You should sleep more? You should. Get your rest. What time is it there? Yeah, Cavern looks a bit like a Mutavault. Kinda does. They shock this in. And they're Thought Scouring. They're planning to get big old fishy out. The plan is Gurmag Angler here for my opponent. We will be swinging in with everything and hopefully find a land here and Chandra. If we don't, we'll go ahead and just jam Warboss swing with lots of little goblins. 3:41 a.m., man. Go to bed. I don't know how you do it. Alright, we're just going to swing with these 2, make it look nonchalant. We didn't play our land, so we're going to play our land post-combat. Post-combat land. Chandra, tick down, kill fish. Pass turn, concession. Should I play Chain Whirler first there to protect tokens? Protect tokens. Dennis. You crazy Europeans. I'm pretty sure you're all European. Play Chain Whirler first to protect tokens. This is a 5/5. Explain. Need more explanation. Alright, we're going to bring in a couple Molten Rains and Trinispheres, otherwise everything else is pretty gas in the main board. These Chain Whirlers really actually don't do a whole lot in this matchup, so they're bye-bye. Dismembers will do something. And we'll take one Braid out, two Braid out, and Trinisphere and Molten Rain. Pass turn. Yep, this is a perfect example when you don't need Bridge. Against humans or other things, it certainly would be nice to have it, but spirits and humans we're not running into as frequently. Running into a lot more Grixis Death Shadow. We haven't decided how best to attack the Hardened Scales matchup. Blue-white, you want to be aggressive? I like this hand. This hand's good. We're going to keep. We'll play Gemstone out. I think here... Dang, I like all this. I'm going to get rid of Molten Rain. I'm more likely to draw a land, but I like Rabblemaster and Eidolon here. I thought the Grixis Death matchup would suffer without Bridge. No, you don't really need it. We'll lead with Eidolon here because we're not going to run into Stubborn Denial, and we'll pass turn to our lovely Grixis Death Shadow opponent. They'll be super excited to see this and be like, yeah, more damage! And then we'll just beat them across the face. Don't worry, chap. Our opponent has Stubborn Denial. It's almost like 100% positive based on usually just fetching and not doing a whole lot. They don't have Thought Scour, so they probably don't have a Gurmag Angler. They probably have a Stubborn Denial, Snapcaster, and probably Grixis Death Shadow, or the Death Shadow in hand. So this is perfect here. We don't have to run Rabblemaster out. Rabblemaster would be absolutely fine to run out here, but we're going to take Chalice. That'll take anything that's going to ruin our Chandra later and get rid of it. And then Eidolon's in great shape here just to beat down and smack around the face. Alright, so they're going to dismember here and take lots of damage to do this. Opting to do that since Stubborn Denial doesn't work. Chalice is on one. We could see a fish here. If we see a fish, we have double Rabblemaster. Game should be probably done here in about 4 or 5 turns. 4 or 5 turns, I think. We probably get 1 more point of damage, or 2 more points of damage in there if we attacked. Yeah, we probably do. Alright, do I want Chandra here, or do I want a Rabblemaster? Alright, let's think briefly here. This is a K command kills Rabblemaster and this. If I play Chandra here, it gets around Stubborn Denial. A K command discard instead. But we'll have an established Planeswalker. We'll play this route. If they don't have K command here and we go, we do get to play, we get to play both. Which would be pretty sweet. I am expecting K command kill discard though. Which would be fine. Then we can just play Rabblemaster tick up. Heck yeah. Playing Magic for my opponent, chat. Let's see 2 Grixis Death Shadows here, leaving up blue mana. Let's go. Okay. Fish and 2 of these guys. Fish and 2, Stubborn Denial. Let's go. I believe in you, opponent. Alright, fish in this and leave up Stubborn Denial. That's fine too. That's fine too, opponent. I guess that's alright. We're going to play Rabblemaster here. Attack in, see what my opponent does. If they don't block, then they don't block. they go to 7. If they do block, we may use Chandra to kill one of these. Regards to them being at 7, I don't want to put them any further down. We're going to tick up Chandra and play Simian Spirit Guide as an alternate creature here to block as needed. And then we will spin the die here on Temur Battle Rage. Land here wouldn't be bad. Land, tick up Chandra, have Ruins, we swing with team. We'll do 2, 4, 5, 6 damage. We'd be 1 off. Being 1 off is a problem. Maybe the Eidolon attack would have mattered. No, they might have just fired off the Dismember too. Depends on if they thought that was necessary. Although if they were 2 damage lower here, this Death Shadow would be an 8/8. And that could spell disaster for us. Might be at a healthy life total so that we don't get Temur Battle Raged out here. Let's see. They're going after our life total. Okay, so what do they have to have here? Doing this, if they have Temur Battle Rage, they have 2 cards left. They have no Fetch Shock. They would need a Dismember of sorts. Let's say they have Dismember real quick. So they Dismember this using some of their life total. This would make that a 10/10 and Temur Battle Rage. Doesn't gain us anything. What else could they have? They could have a Snapcaster. They could have a couple Street Wraiths and a Temur Battle Rage. So if they have 2 Street Wraiths and a Temur Battle Rage, blocking would need to be done by both. If they have 1 Street Wraith and Temur Battle Rage, then we're fine. So by not blocking, we lose to double Street Wraith, Temur Battle Rage. Blocking, we lose anyway to Dismember and Temur Battle Rage. I think it's no block here. Alright, I think we win. So they have Snapcaster. Legion War Boss. They take 2 here. We're just going to do that. So if we swing with the team here, what are we looking at? Swinging with the team, they Snapcaster block this 1 damage. So we need to not swing with the team here and pass turn with 2 blockers up. They have Snapcaster, probably. So they'll go to 4 here. This doesn't do anything for us, and so we're going to double block Death Shadow or block. Serum Vision's a little scary here. It's a redraw. That was not there last turn. We're losing to Temur Battle Rage anyway, so we'll just block and just see if they have it. Was I afraid of a stubborn denial? No. It just doesn't kill them. So they had the Temur Battle Rage and they had the Street Wraith. We played probably correctly. We just didn't have quite enough damage, looks like. They would have taken 3. I was afraid of a Snapcaster. Whoa. Hello there. I was afraid of a Snapcaster attacking in a Snapcaster, then we die on the crackback. Run it back. We were only losing to Street Race, Temur Battle Rage. By swinging with everything, we lose to Snapcaster. We lose to Snapcaster and we lose to wasn't it like a Dismember or something? Isn't the risk of a snap as big as the risk of a Temur Battle Rage next turn? There's 4 Snapcasters and there's like 2 Teamer Battle Rages in the deck. So no. Right? Alright, we're gonna keep this. Right? That's the distribution. It may be incorrect. We could reconsider. We could reconsider. Alright, so we have a Thoughtseize from my opponent here. Ooh, Swamp. Inquisition. They really snap and chump block just to take 1 damage less. They would block Rabble Master. They would block Rabble Master, and then they would block Gurmag with, right? This is an intriguing card. Alright, we're gonna play Rabble Master. It's an intriguing card, but I don't think that's where we're supposed to be going here. If they don't play a land here and they like Thoughtseize again, well, maybe it was the right play. I have to imagine they have a second land, though. They went and fetched a basic Swamp. They don't have any blue right now. Takes Molten Rain, plays land. There it is. Shoxin. Alright. And Dismembers. Alright. Well, hit him for 1. Pass turn. They have all the basics. Death Shadow. Let's try this. All right. There's no guarantee we're going to get Chandra down. There's no way to Chandra and Dismember. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to lose this in 2 turns. Need a blocker? We don't win from here, though. Well, Rabble Masters didn't do enough, that's for sure. Well then. That happened. So maybe we punted the second game? Probably have to review that to see what we think. Probably have to review to see what we think. We're 2-2 though. We have an opportunity to go 3-2 in the league. And then we got to decide, do we run it right back or do we play something else? We might just run it back. We could run it back or create a more classic list. The 1/1 would be forced to attack because of Rabble Master. Oh, just now? Or are we talking about the other game? Alright, let's go all in on a Rabble Master here. Let's just jam it out, see what happens. Are you talking about the last game or the second game? Because the second game we had the Rabble Master out, and so the tokens were going to run in anyway. We wouldn't have to attack with the Simian Spirit Guide. Last game. Last game. If I hadn't attacked. Okay. Terrarian. I see where you're going with that. I see. I'll throw this out on 0 here. And swing with a bunch of damage again. That was a misclick. We'll see if that just cost us the game. Ink Moth Nexus. Facing that slot machine. So our opponent should be dead on this next combat. I guess it doesn't matter that we misclicked. Anvil. Mox Opal. What is the opponent's deck? Grinding Station. I'm dead? I'm dead. How am I dead? They're milling themselves. Ooh, Scrap Trawler. KCI list, KCI. It's a shame we didn't get the other Eidolon out. We'd be fine here. Zale, how you doing? Yeah, so Scrap Trawler in the mirror. But my opponent doesn't have that much mana right now. How do they play it? How do they play it? Oh. Everything costs 0. Intriguing. Well, I'm reading cards. I'm reading cards. I don't really understand what my opponent's doing, though. They're milling themselves a whole bunch. What are they trying to get? That kills me. And they can mill me. So there's another mirror retriever. So what do they grab this? Huh. Okay. It's fine. We didn't have it anyway. Even with my misclick, and apparently my opponent can kill me on turn 3, so let's fix that. Let's fix that. Name Grinding Station with this card. Alright, these cards all look good. Ravenous Trap looks sort of interesting too. Eidolons look good. Dismembers look awful here. Chain Whirlers look awful here. Maguses look kind of okay. Take one Chandra out and one more Magus, I think. So based on Wizards' reasons to ban KCI, the deck should. You like Dismember? But I have a Braids. I have the Ravenous Trap of Braids and Trinispheres. I kind of just want to find a Trinisphere and just be like, yeah, go for it, opponent. He is on Ravager. Yeah. But this one... This one probably took me, like, with a little bit of talking here, maybe 1-2 minutes to understand. Relies on Psi post board. Then should I have a Chain Whirler in here? Let's do that. Let's just add one of those bad boys. We added one of those Chain Whirlers because of Psi. Psi Master Spy. Karn is better. They have a Karn? It was what? Grinding Station is the card I got to name, I believe. All right. I would love to play first, please. Okay. We're going to keep this. We're going to throw a Chalice on 1, slow my opponent down here. The other thing I could do is just jam out War Boss. You know what? Let's jam out War Boss here. And Chalice on 0. Let's do it this way. And then I have a Braid, and we're just good, right? We just win, right? Odysseus, what's up? Odie. Killer hand. Make sure we don't misclick here. From Facebook or the Canisters Tweeter. 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 Little blue bird. I bet this Chalice is doing wonders. That Mox Opal's dead in your hand, opponent. Cashes in the little lantern that could. Making 2 mana. Plays another lantern that could. Plays a star. That's fine. Do I do it, chat? Do I do it? Do I do it? You bet I do. Three ball. Okay. I win. All right. Game 3 for all the marbles here. All them pretty marbles. Let's submit. Drop the ball. That 3 ball. Ravager or not. 3 balls. What are we doing here? Trying to beat crazy artifacts. He should be boarding in 4 Nature's Claims against this matchup. Agreed. It is why we considered Chalice on 1. Post here on the play or on the draw. We probably try to get a Chalice on 1. 3 ball, 3 ball. 3 ball, 3 ball on the wall. Will you win the game for all? I don't think I need 2 Rabble Masters here. I feel like an extra 3 ball is important. Three ball on the wall. Who must pay the taxes of them all? What I probably do is at end step, just get rid of this thing. My opponent doesn't have a whole lot of things going on here. What do you think about new Karn in the board? In the board? In the main, you mean? Abrade the Opal in response to the 2nd star? No, I'd rather do it at end step so they don't play another one. Because I'm about to 3 ball them. They can tinker with it for one turn here, and I'd rather do this at end step here, so I don't get them playing another. Obviously, they could have cantripped on one, but I don't want them to get one down before this guy shows up. They also missed a land. From here, I should be able to Rabblemaster, and if they miss a land here, I Rabblemaster, and then I 3-ball again. Not if he had another Opal. If he had another Opal, it doesn't change anything. If he had like another Opal, then he just plays it. Now he's like, now he's gonna die. Now he's just gonna concede. I mean, what's he doing there with 2 mana that's going to like ruin my life? And then if he plays something more important than the Opal, then I abrade it before playing Trinisphere, right? I don't know. There's probably a talking point of that, but I just don't see them doing a whole lot more. And they're probably just putting more cantrip rocks down. All right, we got it. 3-2, though. 3-2. I think there's a little discussion on that. First time ever playing against the weird non-KCI version, so I could be very, very wrong. What do I replace main? That depends on your build. Depends on your build. Probably a utility card. You could also go down one bridge, 1 chalice, potentially. I'd probably go down just 1 bridge. Koth could go down. You can do a lot of things. I think your line was correct. My instinct was to abrade in response to, but your line is better. Just if they have more 0 drops, it's just not doing a whole lot. And I just don't want them to have the established mana there, and then have 2, and then have Nature's Claim sitting in hand, and then they drop the land, and then they can Nature's Claim for 3. I have the second 3-ball, so that line is probably super tight, but I'd rather play super tight than anything. Our record was 3-2 tonight on League 1, and I don't think I don't know if I have time for a full another league. We could play a half league. Yeah, this is Mr. Jangles' list. Mr. Jangles has stopped by, so say hello to Mr. Jangles. This is his list. It's Stickball Russ's version with extra speed, basically. And he, as I read it, you take Dismember and Abrades to remove creatures and just let your Rabble-masters and War Bosses just smash in face a whole bunch. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Do we run this back? See how far in the league we can get? Would you like that? I'm going to call it tight at 10:30 here. What do we want to do? I'm kind of missing the Torp Orbs. Do we have a problem with Torp Orb in here? I don't feel like the Molten Rain was as good. It definitely helped in the Scapeshift deck, but Torp Orb would have been pretty good too. I like Torp Orb better. And I want to try... I actually want to try... I kind of want to get rid of one of these, either Chain Whirlers or Dismembers, and bring something different in. Let's get a Hazoret here. Let's take out 1 Chain Whirler. Let's try this. We're going to run it back and see what it does. Angers are fine. This Abrade's fine. 3-ball seem to be pretty good. Almost too good. It's almost... Do I have another Trinisphere? I do not. I'd probably add 1 more Trinisphere and try that. Let's run this little slight addition, and we're going to see how far we get. No guarantee we'll get through the full league, but we'll at least get probably 3 games deep. How's that sound? Hello there, chat. How you fine people doing? How you fine people doing? Real quick, we're trying to get back in the swing of things, so we will be streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's the plan. Although this Friday, we were going to go to a movie last time. We might be going to a movie this time. We didn't go to the movie last time because people had allergies and pollen was terrible. So, maybe not this Friday. But our typical schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and if you're enjoying yourself and want to support the stream, the free way is the follow button. The other way is the Twitch Primes or other subscriptions, and if you do that route, you do get cool 3 emotes. We've downgraded all of our Tier 2 and Tier 3 emotes to Tier 1 so everyone can enjoy them. Better Twitch TV is also a way to play around with emotes that we have on the stream. That is my shtick, my spiel. That's the info. Let's play some more Magic. You missed my regular streams? We're trying to get back to it. Sometimes life's just like, no, you're not doing that. Play a mountain here and pass turn. Opponent's unknown here. Yabamaya Coast into Ancient Stirrings. Into Windswept Heath. I'm going to throw a Chalice on 1 and hope that's a good idea. Warboss into Eidolon? What are you doing, opponent? We're going to lead with Warboss in case he gets killed, even though we drew the Rabblemaster. I did join a competitive league, right, chat? This is what, Bant Eldrazi? Thursday says Bant Eldrazi. Bant Eldrazi, chat. Rabblemaster and Dismember is probably the line here. There's Eldrazi, little dude. Swing with a team here. If they kind of go after Warboss, I might just Dismember it. I also could just kind of hold. I don't mind maybe this trade here. The trade interests me less because they are blocking with the Scion. Even though we could be looking at a Thought Knot, but I'd rather generate an extra token next turn for Rabblemaster. And I know they're at 4. Oh, nope, there's the Temple. I guess if they're going to attack in with a... Well, no, it's still Thought Knot. Okay. Bye-bye, Eidolon. Hi, Eidolon. Let's go ahead and attack first, see if they decide to trade with Rabblemaster, we draw a card. It did. And doesn't. I don't know. I mean, what are they doing here? They're blocking Rabblemaster and taking 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 damage, 9, 10, and then Eidolon. And they have a wide board. That's if they block Rabblemaster. If they don't block Rabblemaster, they die. We draw anyway. Instead of trading the Warboss previous turn, we're trading a Rabblemaster this turn and drawing 1 extra token here. We're going to keep Warboss around, and that'll give us another token and another plussed up 2/2 token. I don't know. I think this line's fine. And if they were going to play Reality Smasher, it wasn't going to do anything much different, quite honestly. If we drew off of Thought Knot, we got a card that we don't care about, so we play Eidolon. Their turn, I'm not sure what they do, but then we get Dismember. And we have the Ruins in play. Alright. This one's one for Torpor Orb. Spyglass is a question mark. Alright, Transfer is no good. Spyglass question mark. Braids are question marks. Angers and Torpor Orbs, though, interest me. What does my shirt say? Alright, you want to know what my shirt says? Let's see here. Let's stand up. Alright, can you read my shirt? If you can't, I'll tell you in a sec. I don't know if it's backwards or not.
So it says, I don't need Google. My wife knows everything.
And then the location we got the shirt at. Alright, Eidolon sucks here. That probably makes sense. These Angers and Torpor Orbs I kind of want. Chalice is bad too. Spyglass comes in for Chalice. And Chain Whirler is probably not doing enough, so we'll bring in one Abrade. Yeah, my wife got me this shirt, and I really like Google. But I know my place. Alright, no lands. Torpor Orb's nice, Spyglass is nice, and the removal. Along with Magus, but no lands. Couple Maguses, a Rabble Master. No ramp to get him out. We'll go ahead and keep it, though. Ooh, Torpor Orb. Alright, I'm going to put Torpor Orb on top. Because that'll protect our hand from a Thought-Knot Seer. Do I work for Google? No, I do not. Nice draw. I did not work for Google, though. I don't know, does Google have a place in Texas? I don't know. I don't know. My opponents decided that though their hand is not perfect, Ancient Strains is a great card, and I'm going to fix my imperfect hand. That is my opponent's opinion of this game. Eldrazi Displacer, great reason to have Torpor Orb. Brushlands. By the way, our opponent won't be able to do anything if we get a land. Land Eldrazi Displacer? Come on. You want to... Yeah, perfect. Land. Okay. Do I name Spyglass here? Maybe. Sorry, not Spyglass. Displacer's not doing a whole lot to us. I think I name Ratchet Bomb on the off chance that they have that. Alright, so we're going to get Thought Knotted here, unfortunately. But we could still draw a land here and do some cool stuff to our opponents, so. When we draw that land, we'll be good. By the way, Thought Knot's not going to do much with Torpor Orb. It's not looking good. Oh, it's not looking good. It's looking real bad, chat. Why do I like Spyglass over Revoker? It is a little bit easier to cast. All right, we hit our third land. They got Displacer, Reality Smasher. You got it, opponent. In this matchup, it is true. As a true statement. That assumes they get this basic planes, though. Right. We do have a Thalia-based deck, so maybe we need to bring this Chain Whirler back in over like one War Boss or something. I could do that. Yeah, they could run Engineered Explosives too. Ratchet Bomb and Engineered Explosives are probably both fine targets. Chalice on 1 is maybe reasonable. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the Magus here. Do I chance the draw here, or do we just lose the game? I got chance it, chat. We're not gonna think hard about this. All in bananas. Banana. Please land off the top. They're gonna get that Windswept Heath going. Get that basic force for that Ancient Stirrings. Don't get the planes, please, and let me find running lands. That card's fine. Land. Oh, not good, chat. Not good. The temple. Ah, we found it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Never punished. Planes. Let's braid this out of the way and just get a little smack in there with the Magus. There. Blood Moon can't attack like that, can it? They're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna pat this, play that land, play that thought, not seer, bounce, bounce. No, opponent. All right, we're gonna play Rabble Master here. We're gonna swing with the team. We actually have Dismember up. They just don't know it. This is true. The build is aggressive though, and in exchange for Blood Moon, we decided it's something that attacks was worth a shot. It is doing things. Maybe I should have played this. Maybe I should have played that. He's not gonna let this go through. He let it go through, chat. Let's play a Spyglass. Naming engineered explosives. There you go. You got me, opponent. All right, what do we got here? Reality Drowner, Thalia. Do I just name this Drowner of Hope? 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I do. KikiJiki13, thank you for the follow. Not opponent's first rodeo. You're right. You are right. I'm kind of expecting Reality Smasher here. Maybe. Oh no, they can do Drowner and Thalia here. Let's go ahead and kill this. Not in the worst of shape, I suppose. We have some running rabbles here. Play Legion Warboss first. He'll make a 2/2 next turn. And we'll send all the little dudes in. Trade, trade, trade. Okay, they're at 5. Rabble Master, Legion Warboss, this creature here. 2 blocks, 3 blocks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 creatures. Oh no, another Drowner? Another Drowner, chat. I'm drowning. It's not very good for us. Smasher Unknown card. They might swing. They don't. Play Rabble Master out here. Swing with the team. I think we're just a touch too far behind. And maybe it's because we didn't play the Spyglass fast enough. I think we've lost though. All the blocks. All the blocks. So Reality Smasher comes down here, and then what are we doing? How are we getting in 3 points of damage? Oh my gosh, another Drowner. I don't think I beat the Drowners here, chat. Too many blockers. We have no way to get around all of them. Now I wish I blocked. Now I wish I blocked. Maybe they'll block here. I don't know. Alright, Mr. Jangles, you take care. It's not enough damage. Plus they have the Reality Smasher, chat. Looks like we lose this one. Bant Eldrazi taking us down. Did we punt by going too aggressive and not getting down the Spyglass? Maybe. Maybe. We probably weren't thinking about it on 3 because we had the Blood Moon effect in play. But I'd call that a punt. I'd call that a punt. We can call and agree that that is a punt. All right. Let's march forward, though. I promised half a league at least. Maybe we get the full league. We play fast, we get more league. If only Spyglass was Revoker. Would have done the same thing, right? Or are you saying that I would be more inclined to have played it there? Ooh, this is a bad hand. Oh, well, again, that. All right, we'll keep this. One thing that Magus gets around is Stubborn Denial. Obviously gets killed by Dismember. You can smash face with it. We'll bottom Chain Whirler. We don't know what we're playing against, and I'm not inclined to keep a Chain Whirler when I have Magus and need a 3rd land. I would be smashing face with it. Maybe that's just the play. Maybe we switch those for Revokers because this is the aggro build. If we're doing it with Blood Moon, why aren't we doing it with that card too? An island. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and play this Magus out. Maybe keep them off white. Maybe. Aggro reds. Sort of. Hour of Devastation. 5 mana. Really expensive. Lightning Bolt and Lightning Axe. Let's attack here, see if I can bait out a block. All creatures lose indestructible until end of turn. Hour of Devastation deals 5 damage to each creature and each non-bolus planeswalker. It's a board wipe. I mean, Blasphemous Act is probably doing more damage. And opponent, you're supposed to block. We'll do this. Hope they don't have Manamorphose and don't have a way to flip here. Serum Visions. Serum Visions set up that Manamorphose. Sequencing correctly, my opponent is. Move up later. Manamorphose. Looks like my opponent's flipping Thing in the Ice here. Sleight of Hand just needs a red spell now. By the way, this is a game where Magus comes out. Faithless Looting, bounce, bounce. Let's see, 2 fire chickens. Ah, yes, 2 fire chickens. All right, let's concede. Kind of wish I wasn't F6. That surgical is literally just to see what we have. All right. Trinisphere, Ravenous Trap here, and Angers can probably come in here. The Abrade is maybe. Magus is no good here. Chain Whirler is no good. Kind of like most of this other stuff. This is where I would kind of like bridge. So Trinisphere of Ravenous Trap definitely in. Let's see here. Can I fit Angers in? Let's go down 2 War Bosses for 2 Angers here. Let's not go the full amount. 1, no, we'll keep the... We'll take 1 to Braid out and 1 more Anger in. All right. This would definitely be a matchup where Bridge would probably be better than the aggro plan, but we do have a lot of spells that are going to work in our favor here, and we're going to try to put those into play. Trinisphere and Ravenous Traps. Here we go. This looks fine to me. We'll keep this. We have Hazard, which should be fast enough once we get him there. Get her there. We have a 3-ball that we can play, and we can also put Chalice on 1 if we want. We might be aiming for Chalice on 2 in this build to prevent like an Abrade ruining our day. So, plan here is to put 3-ball out though. The plan is 3-ball. I'd like to play the shiny thing, please. Shiny, please. We do need 1 more land here to do some things. Might be putting Chalice on 1 right after this 3-ball anyway. If we draw the land, maybe we just wait. Chalice on 2 is much better. Maybe they have a counter here. Thought Scours themselves. Okay. That's fine. That's fine, opponent. We'll wait. We'll try to get a Chalice on 2. All right. What are they gonna play for 1 mana here? Thing in the Ice. We're definitely gonna put this on 2 here. My opponent's not gonna flip this. We can Chandra, tick down, kill that, and then play Hazard and swing in for a lot. This will prevent another one from showing up here. And just on the off chance they had like 3 Manamorphoses and like Faithless Looting, we just avoided that catastrophe. Whew. 1 expensive Serum Visions. 3 mana draw, Scry 2. All at sorcery speed. Alright, we'll play Chandra here, tick it down, kill Thing in the Ice, pass turn. We might be seeing a flying chicken here. We do. Land, Hazard, exile, swing. Now we're racing. Ooh, Crackling Drake. It's just a 2/4. Nothing scary there. Play Chandra here, tick down, do damage. By the way, we're drawing all the Chandras. I mean, I could have. Then they play another Arclight Phoenix, and then they kill Chandra. Could have cast both. This has turned out fine. I'm using Chandra's as just like repeated removal here. Another Phoenix. That's fine. Just rinse, repeat. I won't say this is efficient or anything. It's just fun. It worked. The red's so often overlooked. It can be. It certainly can. I'm gonna leave everything as is. Run it back. Run it back. Ugh. Okay. All right. Let's keep this. Chalice on 1 is all right. Eidolon right behind it is probably good too. Sleight of hand for my opponent. I feel like they're going to cantrip a whole bunch. So let's go ahead and put Chalice down and then look for this Eidolon. Oh, Thing in the Ice. Play our Eidolon past turn. Our Anger can't kill Thing in the Ice, unfortunately. Oh gosh, there's 2 of them. They probably don't block. Oh, they do. Just gonna F6 here. I'm gonna kind of hope to get this Chalice on 2. Both of these flip though are in trouble. Maybe they just have counter spells. Run this straight into a counter spell. Oh, attack. No harm. No harm. I could really use, I don't know, a second Anger here. It's probably safe. Just keep doing this. Keep my opponent honest. Braid's okay. Obviously, it doesn't kill Thing in the Ice. Arclight Phoenix. Good reason to hold on to this Anger. We can probably take a couple hits from this. Hazard's good. Play Hazard. I hate playing the Abrade, but that would allow me to attack once here. I take 2, but I get to swing. They probably have to block. They'll block once, and then next turn I can Anger because they'll be blocking again. Yeah, it's countered. I still take 2. Yeah. It's countered right now. But attacking for 5 is pretty good, and I'll be at 15, they'll block, and I'll be at 15, they'll be at 16. They'll block. The scary thing is that they can still flip these if they'd like, but I do have the Eidolon around, so maybe they're encouraged not to. My opponent's really thinking about this. Alright. We'll just do this. We'll take our 2. We'll swing. Team Darkwater, thank you for the follow. Okay, we attacked with Hazard. No reason not really to attack with Eidolon. Test it every time. Alright, they're playing to flip the Thing in the Ices, and if they do, we'll lose. So, we'll probably lose. They have 5 cards in hand. What I can do is I can pitch with Hazard and then plan to play Anger. Set Adrift on our Chalice on 1. This is very intriguing to me. And they leave Phoenix back. Alright. So So I am going to throw Chalice. So my opponent just wins here. My opponent just wins. You see the line, chat? You see the line? Do you see the line, chat? Sweet, sweet opponent wins here. It's okay though, chat. It's okay. We knew this would happen when they said adrifted. It's alright. I guess the safer play is to anger. If we anger, it gets rid of the Phoenix. The problem is that this all just sits as is anyway. And then they're attacking us for 14. So... So if we angered, people will say, what, you didn't anger. And because you didn't anger, you're losing because his Phoenix is coming back. No, no, no. Then I would have taken 2 from my Eidolon and been at 13. So calm down, chat. I know you guys get excited. The second thing in the ice is the problem. We needed to top deck like a Chandra or something. Obviously we couldn't because of the set adrift. But maybe if it was 1 down. Maybe. Can confirm was excite. Attacking with Eidolon also. They block. They still just block Hazoret with the Phoenix. It's just 2 extra damage. I guess that's fair. We probably should have played for our opponent to misplay and allowed us to anger. We didn't give ourselves the opportunity. If we would have attacked with both, then it was possible that they messed up. We'll keep this because apparently we've done this like 2 times tonight, and we're going to do it 1 more time, hopefully. Yes. Great. It's all good, chat. It's all good. Jocelyn 1. We'll do it. We'll do it. By the way, apparently Wednesday is the day to stream. We have a crowd here. Hello, crowd. How you fine people doing? Metallic Mimic. What? Odysseus, take care. Have a good night. Sleep well. Servo. We're gonna play War Boss here. I cannot take down Chandra and use a Braid, and the Welding Jar is causing us to not be able to kill the Mimic. Hand is pretty good. We'll see if it remains good here, though. There's a Mox Opal. Extra little bit of mana for my opponent. Arcbound Ravager makes a little dude off the animation module. A land here would probably be really good. Like, really good. I'll just let that through. That's fine. That's fine. Land is good, chat. It's real good. Let's do this. We're gonna chance that they don't just sack their board out here. Perfect. Let's just send the 1 token. I kind of want to keep Chandra around if I can. We'll leave a braid open. Alright. If they cast a welding jar, obviously I've got to go after Ravager here. But maybe we can bait them around here a little bit. Alright, they send everything. Because they send everything, we'll block once with Arcbound Ravager here. I guess the animation module with this Arcbound Ravager is really annoying. I'm not sure how to get around this. Oh, they make a perk. Oh, I thought this was a one-time activation. Never mind. We don't know how things work, chap. Let's destroy this Arcbound Ravager. That was a problem. Although I'm not really sure what we're doing against this animation module. Are we just losing this because they have the animation module stuff going on? Probably. My Anger Shattering Spree is an extra braid. We have one more braid here. That's cool. You can hit me for a lunch. Alright. I don't have a board sweeper in the main. We're going to concede. Keep on going. Try to get the full league in. Play fast magic. That, run into Hardened scales a few times here. Alright, a braid, spyglasses, shattering spree, anger's in. Trinosphere is probably worth it too. Maguses are not doing as much. Eidolons don't tend to do a lot either. Dismembers were fine. We'll get rid of a couple war bosses as well. We'll go more of the Hazoret, Chandra realm. We could still go wide. The board could be, you still could have like 2 Rabble Masters, 3 Rabble Masters and go wide. I'm just not convinced that is the route to be going here. I think this hand sucks. This hand's a lot better. All right, we'll keep this. We'll put that on top. We're gonna put a Chalice on 0 here to avoid Welding Jar because we have the Shattering Spree. Next turn we can play Rabble Master and we'll just go from there. So we can Shattering Spree 2 things or we can Dismember something. So we got a couple turns here for Rabble Master to do his thing. Fingers crossed that that is what he does here. Throne of Geth is kind of annoying, but we don't have anything here. So I just keep going. I think I just passed. The creature that shows up here that he wants to proliferate, I'm just going to Dismember probably. So in response to this, so it doesn't kill our Rabble Master, we're just gonna shoot this down right now. Sacrifice the Throne of Geth to proliferate here. And we have bonus Rabble Master here. They're gonna proliferate the graft piece here. Alright. This is fine. It'd be nice to draw a land. If we draw a land, we can do that super wide strategy. See if that even works. If we don't draw a land, maybe we're Shattering Spreeing 2 things. Uh-oh. Chalice. Chalice. Bye, Chalice. Arc-bound Worker here. And a Walking Ballista. There's our land. Oh, welding jar. Let's go after walking ballista here. Replicate twice. And on the top stack one, we're gonna go after welding jar. And on the next one, we go after walking ballista again. Cool. So we kill welding jar and we kill walking ballista here. If they want, they can regen one of these instead. And then we'll pass turn. Walking ballista gets out of hand here with the 4 mana. Albeit the Mox Opal won't be necessarily turned on. They're deciding to clear our board here, which is fine. Okay. Hardened Scales. Don't have another creature. Oh my gosh, it's another walking ballista. Alright. Well, the land is not turned... Oh, no, it is turned on. Never mind. Maybe we can convince them to take their turn and do this. Another welding jar. They just shoot walking ballista down, or rebel master. I don't think we can win from here, can we? I just play it out and the same thing happens again. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to Mr. Jangles in the Discord. But I don't think Hardened Scales is a winnable matchup with this aggro package. I just am not seeing it. Pings 2 here. Gets in, wins the game. That was a 3rd walking ballista, by the way. And 2 welding jars. We had the Dismember, Chalice, and Shattering Spree. I feel like we did the right things. Being the more aggressive line, we need to figure out this matchup if this is going to be playable. Alright, that's 3 losses. So we technically dropped the league. But we'll play the last 2 as fun matchups and finish out the day on 2 more matchups. Yeah, I think Hardened Scales is just probably the worst matchup for the deck in general. I think unless your sideboard is just super tuned to just taking them all out. And we brought in a bunch of Angers. We had the Shattering Spree and Dismember. That felt pretty good. And Chalice on 0 to prevent that welding jar for a while. They're going to bring in 4 Natures, Claims. They might have their own Dismembers. A lot of the proliferate stuff ruins our Chalice problems at times. And it's a tough matchup. I don't know, if I could pick a matchup just not to run into, it would be that one. It would be that one by a long shot. See if we can get these last 2 matches in for the night and call it a night. I'm kind of getting a reputation of being the prison player of the groups that I'm a part of. What prison decks would you guys like me to play in our future? We have green black, apparently. We have Whir. We have Lantern. I kind of like Lantern from time to time. Red white, red black. I do run Ratchet Bomb and Witchbane Orb in my classic list, but obviously this is a hyper... It is a hyper aggro list. I feel like it's less flexible. Lantern sounds good. I mean, we can maybe do Lantern in our future. We'll keep this. It's a turn 2 Chandra. I feel like... Uh-oh. I feel like we might lose this one. Never mind, we're good, chat. We're fine. Who said we were going to lose? The 4 Magus is definitely interesting. Oh gosh, chat, we're going to just do it all. Let's do it all, chat. Alright, let's play Chandra here. If they have a Dismember main, it's going to hurt. But if they don't have Dismember main, then we got him. Then we got him. It's almost worth it to put Chalice on 3 to avoid a Dismember. Or an O-Stone. That card. Alright, let's put Chalice on 1, do 2. Don't need another Chalice. Do 2. I get excited when we're playing with all the Rabble Masters and such. It is exciting. So I want an Abrade here. I basically want an Abrade so that... That's right, you don't get to do that. I don't hit an Abrade. Do I hit an Abrade? Oh my gosh, chat. Thank goodness. We in business. Woo! 3 Dismember is an absolute highlight for this build. It's either Gangbuster. Yeah, it's been great or not. Like here, I probably take it out. I probably just take these out. Bring in a Braid and Spyglasses in. And like a Shattering Spree. And go down 1 Chain Whirler. Like that's probably all we're doing here. Yeah. Like Trinisphere is okay, but they're already going to be at tons of mana. The Abrade, Spyglasses, and Shattering Sprees are simply just to stop an O-Stone from blowing up Magus at this point. What's up, Board Magic? We're going to keep this. Watch this. I'm going to Shattering Spree that first card, and we're going to win the game. And after Shattering Spreeing this first one, we're going to Braid the next one. Then we're going to Chandra. Ritual into Rabble Master. MTGO sound effects, adding a little flair in here along with the commentary. You like the effects? They're alright. They ding, they buzz. That kind of like rah sound. There's an O-Stone. This is just too mean, chat, right? I got a Spyglass here. Wow. What a clutch card. Did you see that hand? They have Tron, but all they're doing with it, all they're going to be doing with it is Ancient Strain and hoping to hit something better than O-Stone. Stir, stir, my friend, stir. Yeah, they accent. I don't play any music on the stream for all those copyright stuff. So they accent the sounds every now and then. I try to fill the space with as much me just rambling on. Walking Ballista is actually a really good hit for my opponent here. So they have Tron, they can make a 3/3 here. They probably do. That was what, Power Plant? And we're going to be looking at Walking Ball here. Walking Ball is a 3/3 here. We can't ping it off here. They're going to get some Rabble Master love. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and do Chandra uptick and then do the Abrade here. I don't want this sticking around too often here. Destroy the artifact. Pings either Chandra or a Goblin here. Goblin makes sense. Get in for 1. We have Ruins. We have Chandra here. We're just hoping for no big whammies here. No big whammies. No big whammies. No big whammies. No big whammies. Creator Maker? Maybe. Alright. Karn is a whammy. Player land. Uptick? Look for something else that can hit Karn here. I hate attacking Karn here, but I think it's the play. They can play an O-Stone and crack it here. They played fours. They have mine and O-Stone here. Just 3, and then they have 5. They're looking to probably protect Karn, though, so let's get rid of this O-Stone. They were looking to protect it, I think. They top deck All's Dust. We top deck Hazoret. This is at 5. Ooh, that double attack was smart. What a genius. What a genius Fluffy over here. They have O-Stone, unknown card. 2 turn clock over there. They're giving the wow, and I'm like, well, you topped All's Dust. Which is also a really good top deck. You kept Karn around. It was I think that was a fair top deck there. Could even the playing field. They top deck into a star here. He didn't top it, but he had O-Stone and then drew a card. This card was in hand. We already knew about that card. I'm pretty sure it was an O-Stone in hand, right? We had the O-Stone. I knew about it because we decided to abrade with knowing that the one card in hand was an O-Stone. It was a top deck, right? Were they holding 2 cards? My opponent says it wasn't a top deck. Okay. I think it was a top deck, chat. I'm positive they had that in hand because we knew they had 1 card in hand. We killed the O-Stone because we were like, oh, they want to protect Karn. They're going to 5 and then play O-Stone to use it. 1, 2, 3, because they had Urza's Mine and O-Stone. It was 5 mana, tap, 3, 1, 2, 3 with 3 left over. Maybe not. It was an O-Stone in hand, though. Positive. Positive. All right, last match of the night, chat. We'll rock it out here and see if we can't get a 2-3 and kind of end the night on at least an uphill slant here. Maybe we'll review that in the VODs chat. The VODs. Down below in the panels, there is my YouTube. So if you've enjoyed this, I do upload everything to that YouTube shenanigan place. We get them up there from time to time. Here, I'll export one right now while we're doing this. Let's keep this. Let's play this out. Let's get rid of the Dismember and plan to Magus here. Magus is looking good. Magus is looking okay. Thalia stops this plan for 1 turn. It stops it for 1 turn. Then I'm gonna Magus. Rude opponent. Overgrown Tomb. This feels good. This feels good, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Desperate Ritual to get it out of hand. It's not really doing much in the Magus. That'll get us closer to Hazoret. Opponent is a mono red deck as we are. Play some good magic here. Maybe playing Warboss into Hazoret. So what do we have here? We have a green, black, white Abzan list. I'm not blocking. Don't worry, opponent. Not doing that. Hitting running lands here has been really nice. I think we're safe to attack. I can't imagine anything's going to hurt us here. I think we win out from here. I don't see my opponent doing a whole lot. Doesn't attack. Play our land. We'll jam Hazoret. So what's the verdict on you're seeing here what I believe Mr. Hyper Aggro? The deck is really good and wins almost excessively over decks that it should win against. It does give yourself an upwards edge on decks that maybe you would be okay with game 2 and game 3. And then anything that is heavily creature based and a little bit of removal, it completely craters on. And that's where I'm a little bit torn. I know we have unfavorable matchups with Pyro Prison, but I think if you sideboard correctly, you're upping the percentage points, where here I just kind of sit here and go, I can't do anything else. Like here, so what am I supposed to do? They're going to be probably more of a creature build, and what do I do? Crater Maker, One Braid, Anger, Perforos God of the Forge. Maybe. Might be in a route. Alright, so I'm guessing it's like probably like it's Abzan like creatures or something. I think just Angers come in here. Chain Whirler's fine. Like we start taking Rabbles and Warbosses out. And probably Eidolons here. And that's where maybe I don't know what to do here quite exactly, but I'm guessing it's probably not right to bring the creatures in, but we'll do this because that's what the build does. And I think this is a prime example. Yes, I bloodmined them. It was great. Easy win. Quick aggro finish. Here, I have a feeling they're just going to have creatures in the way all the time. And the Angers are conflicting a little bit with... They're conflicting a little bit with the Magus plan. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn 1, turn 2 here and see if it's fast enough against what I presume is a creature deck. Top decking that is probably nice here too. Trinisphere has been completely amazing in the decks that we've played it against. It slows down the deck and your very aggressive line just becomes that much more destructive. Alright, so we figured out what my opponent is. And we're gonna have to kill that. You can't deal with that. So we're just gonna kill it. So this deck across from us is certainly creature heavy. A land here would be great. This is like one thing that's nice is that this just never gets in the way. It's never in the way, chat. I could have saved 1 life. I could have, yes. My opponent can't actually... Let's see here. If I do this, they block here. We do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage to them. Alright. My opponent just concedes. But I could have saved 1 or 2 extra points of damage there. That's correct. The Thalia prevents them from pathing the Hazard here. They take a bunch of damage, and then what's their next turn? They're having to pay 2 to path this if they have it. And we have War Boss. We're just going to play War Boss, create more tokens. So let's assume they block here, they path, and they're probably not doing anything else. Then we play War Boss, and we get in for... This gets blocked 1, 2, 3. After this, which was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, 10 damage. So we get 3. And they'd have to deal with 3 creatures. So you're trying ad nauseum these days. All right, Ray Stack, you take care. Thank you for stopping by. All right, we played tonight a aggressive lined based aggro pyro prison deck. It did all right. It has some flaws. It has some flaws against creature based decks. The last game is clearly a bad example of that. The deck tries to avoid the creature problem by having these removal spells. And keep in mind, Dismember is definitely a very strong removal spell with Thing in the Ice and Gurmag Anglers and even some Death Shadows. Ironically, we didn't get to Dismember one of the Death Shadows. Let's take a look here. Let's see if there's someone to raid. Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up. I do stream Monday, Wednesday, and we're trying to add Friday back onto there. So plan to see me around then. Otherwise, we do have one of the Pyro Prison community members streaming right now. We're going to raid them. Have I tried the Goblin Crater Maker? I have previously, but not recently. Not recently. He might fit in this list. He might not. You'd have to try him. He's cheap. Buy him, put him in, see how he does. That would be my advice. All right. As always, though, chat, thank you guys so much for tuning in. For all the subs, thank you guys so much. You got your sub emotes. There's 3 of them. There's the Aggro, the Lock, and then the Howl, the Fluffy Moon as well. A free way to support me is always hitting that follow button. And again, we're trying to be a little more consistent with our streaming, so expect me back soon, chat. All that being said, we're going to raid Stickball Russ. He is one of our Discord buddies, our Pyro Prison community buddies. That's all I've got. We're going to call it a night. You guys take care. We're going to raid Russ. See you next time, chat. Peace out.